Hey, and welcome to the latest episode of The Inside Job. Don't forget, as always, to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have already subscribed to my channel, first of all, thank you. And don't forget to hit that notification button, and that will tell you every time we have a new episode like today. In this week's episode, we will have R&B artist Cheryll. That's Cheryll with 2 L's. Now stay tuned at the end as we will air the world's premiere of her new hit single, Pressure. Bye! Hey guys, hey! I want to officially welcome you all to another episode of The Inside Job. Growing up in the church, I was surrounded by a lot of wonderful people that could not sing, but they could sing. And that's what we used to say. And you would know when someone could sing when in our church, black church, what we would do is we'd throw a shoe at you. You know, like in theater, they throw roses and stuff on the stage. We wouldn't hurt you, but we just throw the shoe by the podium or the rostrum, as we like to say. And that was a way of saying that you could sing. And then for the rest of us, the younger ones who, we weren't about to throw our shoes, especially if we got it from Zara or something like that back then, or too much straps, what we would do is we would do like that nonverbal cue where when somebody hit that extra high note and they sounded good, we'd be like, we would turn to the person to the left, to the right, and then we would sit right back down. And we wouldn't even go all the way back. We would still go right here at the edge so we could hear another note again. And that was our way of saying that person is God. Yeah. They could sing. And it was unfortunate because a lot of them who I felt would have made a wonderful career out of singing, they for whatever reason they didn't pursue it. But that is not the case for my guest today, Cheryll. She only has one name. Now, you're important when you only have one name. When I looked, all I saw was Cheryll, and that's Cheryll with 2 L's. Yes. By the way, Cheryll with 2 L's.
Can't forget the second L. Like Cheryll.
And Cheryll, she is a London-based artist with a passion for making honest and feel-good music. I'll ask her later what feel-good music means. She has received both local and international recognition, including being placed on the official Spotify R&B UK playlist. And she was praised by R&B crooner Robin Thicke, singer of I'm Lost Without You. That's as far as you can go. My executive producer told me that we can't afford that. We don't have the budget. Oh. And Blurred Lines, as everyone knows. Yeah. But she's not just a songstress. She is also an entrepreneur who just launched her own sunglasses line called Oh So Shadyy. And when she's not in the studio or in the office, you can find her in her lovely apartment, sipping on her favorite cocktail, Pina Colada.
Oh my gosh.
If you like Pina Colada.
Did I tell you that?
No.
I love this intro. I love this intro. You did your research. I respect it.
Welcome. Well,
thank
she's
you.
happy.
I love that intro. I love that intro. What the hell? You're like born for this.
She's keeping it real. Welcome, Cheryll, to The Inside Job with 2 L's.
2 L's.
Welcome, Cheryll. Thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of this show.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. My husband went on and on and on about you.
Yes.
He's like, I went to school. I'm not sure if it's grade school.
No, me and Declan were buddies. We all to serve together. What else did we do? School. That's it. But it was like primary school. But we went.
Yeah. And then he'll make suggestions, and obviously I'll always look at it. And when I looked at it and I saw your work and what you're doing, and just how you're a boss lady and you have your hand there and here, and You know, I said to myself, he's absolutely right. Like,
Thank you.
she's not just a singer, there is so much more to her. And so that's why I'm so honored that you decided to be a part of this show, because I feel that you can encourage those out there, and just give them more examples and what it takes to be successful and to have stickability in a career like this. Now, what first got you into music and what was your inspiration?
Well, everyone knew I could sing. Well, when I grew up, I think they found out I could sing when I was doing the play. And then from then on, when I went to secondary school, I was doing talent shows. I went to college, I was doing talent shows. I went to uni, I was doing backing vocalists, but I never really had the confidence to go that far with it. And then it got to, I completed uni, did my 4 years of accounting and finance, which I hated. I hated
Numbers.
I just hated it. I'm good at it, but I don't like it. It's not really for me. So then I did it, and then I was like, well, I actually did 4 years of something that I hated. I can do the same amount of time in music, and I guarantee you I'll boss it, and I just need to continue, because I do not like, if a thought comes into my head and I don't do it, I'll regret it. So I don't like even the possibility of the thought of regret. So I just said, I've got to go for it. If I make it, I make it. Well, there's no other choice, to be fair.
Okay. and I think that's a great point where you were saying that you did accounting, you're really good at it, but it's not something that you were passionate about, and because there was no passion, there wasn't really any love for it, even though you were good at it. And you know, for me, like, I grew up in the church and I sang soprano.
Oh, really?
And yeah, but I'm not
Okay.
I can't sing. I could sing. I could if you need backup now.
Okay.
If you need somebody to sing soprano.
I think you're just being humble.
I could hold it. I know my gifts, and that is not one of them. Just to sing on the choir. But you know, I wasn't passionate about singing. I like it, and I can sing, but it's not something that I was passionate about. I think I was more passionate about the whole ministry and singing in the church than actually singing. It's very clear that singing is something that you are extremely passionate about. And you spoke about, you know, being in uni and taking accounting. When did you decide that you wanted to make this your career?
I think it was like a month or so after I graduated. A month or so after I started my graduate job. I was doing my graduate job, and then that's when I've been thinking about it, but when I made the decision to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do alongside everything, like working, that was a couple months into my job.
So, straight out of college, almost.
Yeah. Straight out, basically,
Okay, and then, I mean, over the years, what skills have you learned or further developed that you feel helped you in your singing career?
Patience. My singing career, the singing part is 2%. You know, you've got to be able to manage multiple things at a time. You've got to be able to talk with people. You've got to be able to work with people. You've got to be able to network. Just even down to the way I talk to people, or I deal with people who I may feel they've come at me in a certain type of way. It takes a lot for me to be like, and then keep it moving. Like, I keep my mouth shut a lot, which I was never really able to do that much when I was younger. That's why I got in trouble a lot, because my mouth was always running. But now it's more so I'm able to deal with things. I still have my off days. I'll still be stressed, as everyone is, but I've been able to deal with that side. And I've been able to deal with the ugly world. The world is ugly. You know, a lot of the world is not as nice as we expect it to be. So you come your face head on with it. So I've learned to deal with that.
And I think that's a good point that you mentioned, that singing is only like 2%.
Yeah.
Because I've seen where a lot of artists, they'll come and you'll hear them on the radio and then they're gone. And I think it's because of lack of discipline, or you get caught up and then before you know it, you're like strung out on the street, or you don't have any money because you figure that this was going to continue, and so they don't know how to manage their finances. It's a good thing you took accounting and you accounted quite well.
Trust me.
You know, so I think that's a great point. And you know, preparation is described as the first step in the individual's creative process.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for a show or for a music video?
A music video, okay. So I've just recently done a music video, and that one I did a lot myself. If we're talking like just a normal video shoot, it's hard because I didn't really have anyone styling me. I styled myself, so I had to go through all the looks, and then obviously I have to match them to the scenes. So then I build up my outfit straight from the bottom. So I'll be like, okay, cool. So I've got this now. All right, I've got to go find the bottoms now. Okay, cool. I've got to go find the shoes now. But is that gonna match the scene? I don't know. So that is in terms of like my styling. But I tend to like write lists a lot of what needs to be done. If I have to find locations, who I've got to speak to, who's gonna help on the day, who's gonna do what. Because I'm the artist, I've got to make sure that I know exactly what's going on, because it's my vision and it's my dream. So I can't just let people just do what they want. I've got to kind of put my foot down and be like, okay, this is what I want. And if I don't know how to explain it properly, find someone who can help me explain it properly. Bless you.
Sorry, I was trying to hold that in. I'm trying not to break your concentration.
So yeah, planning is very, very important, and a lot of us artists, planning is the scariest part because a lot of it's in our head. So when you put it on paper, you know, it's daunting to think, okay, this is actually what I've got to do. But if you don't plan, you're going to be so stressed. If I wasn't so stressed during the planning stages, I wouldn't have been so calm on the day.
And don't you find that it's good that, you know, you mentioned that you were involved in everything. You had to put your outfits on, you got to make sure the shoes match. Everything matches the light, makeup, everything. Don't you think it's good that you were able to start from that area where you know everything? Because I feel that even if you have arrived as an artist, anything can happen. What happens if the wardrobe, the crew doesn't show up? What are you going to do? So I think it's great that you have experience, and if you need to, you can do it on your own.
Exactly.
You know, so that's a good thing. And you know, speaking of the industry and planning and so forth, if you could change one thing about the music industry, the entertainment industry, well, let's focus on music, the music industry, what would it be?
Obviously people will say the clout, like it's very clout based, like if you're not in a particular circle, you might not get as recognized as you should.
Okay. So like a clip, you mean like a clip?
Yes, it can come across, especially like as an upcoming artist, it can come across quite clicky. So that's the only thing, but that's even at work, that's at school, that's everywhere, do you know what I mean? So it's life. That's I would love to change it, but I know it can never be changed, and that's probably the only thing I would want to change about it.
Yeah, it's about who you know.
Yeah.
A lot of times, what I'm seeing on the radio, there are some good artists, but a lot of it, I'm like, it's crap.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just not. And they'll just constantly play that same song over and over and over and over and over and over again. Meanwhile, you have other artists, the independent artists, that can't even get a spot on. It is all about who you know, and I agree. I wish that's something that could change, so it will make room for, you know, better talents in a lot of cases.
I think it will change. I think it is slowly changing because it's even though it's who you know, you can still get certain opportunities just as an independent artist. Like some people, in terms of like even the Spotify UK R&B playlist, some people thought that somebody had got that for me, but it was just as simple as me submitting it myself. You know what I mean? So there's certain opportunities that are available for us, that so we can kind of, you know, get to certain places, you know, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see.
I think it's slowly changing though, I do.
Yeah, it will. Well, thank God to social media.
Yeah.
It does do good sometimes. And speaking of doing your own thing and performing, what is the best performance, and what performance have you had, or where have you sang so far that you are most proud of?
Well, it has to be Gambia. Like Gambia, that was in a stadium, 30,000 people.
Wow.
It was actually crazy.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
What was it? What kind was it? A carnival, something, a concert?
So it was an artist. He was doing like a launch party for his album. So I just happened to know. There we go. I know someone happened to know, someone that he knew, and then we linked up when we were in Gambia, and then it was just it was confirmed that I'd be able to do it. So it was really good.
Wow. Yeah. And if you could perform with one artist, who would that be and why?
Well, it's between Beyonce and Mary J. Do you know what? Beyonce is just who has inspired me growing up in terms of like R&B, even like the way I do. Yeah, like even before then, even like it's just in the 2000s era.
Yeah.
I would say I listened to her very heavily. However, at this moment, I don't know, I feel like Mary J. Blige is also a very big inspiration for me. She's just such a legend. I would love to open up for her.
Yeah, and you know what? I remember Beyonce before she was Beyonce.
Yeah.
And I think it's actually a great example, because when she came out, Wyclef, we were at a concert. My age might show up now. We were at a concert, but I was very young. I was probably too young to get into this concert. I wasn't. And I remember it was Destiny's Child, the first group, and they came out, and Wyclef was like, "This group is gonna be big, y'all," and their song they were singing, no.
The one with Wyclef.
Yeah, and most of the people in the audience are like, no, we don't want to hear you. Yeah, I remember. I was like, who is this? Because we wanted to hear, there was a group, I cannot remember the name, something high. It was another group that Wyclef and they had, and he introduced them, and the audience wasn't receptive.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah, and they were about 16 then, so they were really, really, really young. But it just goes to show that even Beyonce, because most people don't know that, because most people were not at that concert, back then, it was Destiny's Child, and she was doing this singing as usual, and people were not even receptive, and they didn't let that stop them. So even Beyonce, and that group, people were like, no, we don't want to hear you, get off the stage. But that didn't stop them, and
look at that now.
Queen Bee.
You can't even remember the name of the band that they wanted to hear.
No.
That's crazy.
I can't.
That's actually crazy.
Because the name of the band is an example that what I mentioned, where you'll hear them once or twice, and then they're gone, and it could be because they didn't have proper management, they didn't manage themselves properly, or they thought they were going to be here forever, and then
got lazy.
Broke. So it is what it is. Now, I want to do a switch. Earlier I spoke about Oh So Shadyy. I've seen a few pictures of the shades online, and I love sunglasses. So I'm excited. Hopefully you have some.
No, I do. Do you know, I'm just looking at you like, I don't know why I was just looking at you like that. Like I wasn't meant to go get the shade.
I want to ask, how did you come up with the name, and what was your inspiration?
So, girl.
Yes.
So I think I need to give you a purple one to match your lipstick.
Okay, purple is my favorite color.
There we go. There we go. So, obviously I go by Also Cheryll online on social media, and I always wear shades for my shoots, for my shows, for everything. Everyone always saw me with shades. And that was my thing. And I think it's 2 years ago. Sorry, I was speaking to my old manager, and I was like, I wanna do my own shades now, but I just don't think I'm right mentally. I'm not right in the right financial space. I just wasn't ready to take on that extra venture. And I just Also Shadyy came into it because of Also Cheryll, and then being directly So Catty.
So I like So Catty. I'm gonna come closer. Tell me
Oh,
what you
yes.
think of So Catty.
That looks very cute. With your hair as well.
Look at that. Yes, yes, I'm ready.
Yes, girl. So that's So Catty. I haven't even got order from here. I'm so silly.
This
Oh yeah, that's Big and Bold.
I feel like the Fugees with this.
Oh yeah.
Is it the Fugees? No, Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, like
Will I Am.
Yes.
Will I Am in this one. What do you call this one?
That's called Big and Bold.
Big and Bold.
Yeah. These are like new ones that have come in. So.
Okay. These are wow.
Very
This
big.
does
I don't
look
even
like
have a
Black
name
Eyed
for them yet.
What's
but
this one?
Those ones I don't have a name for them yet.
What's
but
the
they're just
guy's
gonna be
name from
limited.
Star Wars? Was it Star Wars or is it Star Trek? The one that had like the shades.
Who's that? I
No,
never
forget
watched
it.
Star Wars actually.
I didn't either, but the executive producer did. Or is it Star Trek? Oh, Star
wow.
Trek. Ooh, I am sorry, Star Wars people. The executive producer is in the back and he's turning red. Anyway, here I am. This one.
This is like on a jet ski. On a jet ski on holiday. Yeah. On holiday. Yeah.
I'm skiing.
That's it. How was your outfit just going with all of these shades?
It's as if I knew.
You knew what you were doing.
Okay, so that one's really cool. So did I do that one? Oh, this one is another one.
Oh yeah, that's called No
We
Pictures.
tried this
Please.
one. Oh, this one's No Pictures, Please.
Yeah, because I don't know.
No
I feel
pictures,
like-
please, but take my picture.
Yeah, don't take my take my picture, but don't take my picture.
Get me on the
Because-
side.
Yeah, that's it.
That's my good side.
That's it. That's when you don't want to talk to anyone. And I wear these when I don't want to
Also,
talk
let
to
me
anyone.
hold on to this. Not now, though, but
Yeah.
I think my favorite is the little caddy.
But you didn't try these ones though.
Oh.
So these ones give you like a white under eye.
Oh, it's like I have an eyeliner.
Exactly.
But I don't.
But you don't.
Okay.
Yeah. It's cute.
Yeah. How do you come up with these designs?
Well, it was more so like me just obviously getting into contact with supplier and stuff and just deciding, you know, which route I wanted to go down in terms of like style and stuff. And you know, I went for the ones that kind of I would wear.
Okay.
In a way, and then I stopped being selfish and I started once I felt like once I brought out the ones that I would wear, I was able to see kind of, you know, what people were taking to. I was able to listen and hear what people wanted. So that's why I introduced like a couple of the bigger ones.
Yeah. I like all of them.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't mind. I would just be quiet.
I
I just wouldn't say anything. You know, like when someone comes with a baby, I don't think any babies are ugly, and so the baby might not be the best looking, and they just go, oh, that, look at those legs,
and those cheeks.
oh my gosh, that's a baby. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would say that you're doing an amazing job, but I wouldn't say that I would wear them all. I actually like them all.
Thank you.
And then speaking of that, I mean, how do you market your business? And what tactics have been most successful for you?
So I'm still learning in terms of the business, running a business. I know how I market myself music-wise, and I'm still even learning with that. So like, this is a whole new different ballgame. I was thinking to myself, yeah, I'm just going to do the marketing like, you know, how I would do mine for music. And I'm just like, wow, you've really got to do so much more. The same way people don't realise how much you've got to do with music. If that makes sense. Even with what you've got to do in what you're doing with your YouTube show. Sorry, is it YouTube?
Yeah.
Sorry. So yeah, what you do with this amazing YouTube show, like there's a lot more work that goes into it than what people see. They're just going to see the 40 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour that you show to them, but they don't see how much preparation and everything is. So it's the same. Like with the marketing, I'm learning, but I did find that when I made a promo video and I put it on Twitter, it got about, I think it got like 15,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah, so that got people. When I could see on my from my analytics, I could see that a lot of my purchases were from Twitter, which was really good. Yeah.
Oh wow, so that's good. And you know, going back to the music, and I feel like you've sprinkled little words of advice.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone that is looking to start out in the music industry? industry and they want to sing, they love singing, but they're not sure how to get in, and not just to get in, but to actually stay
Stay in.
Yeah, to have that staying power.
Okay, so there's a few things I would say. Don't kind of listen to, you know, a lot of people will see people once they've done their years of hard work. So somebody might see me in 2 years' time and maybe think that I've just started then. Because there's a lot of one-hit wonders, or people tend to make you feel like, oh, you have to do this and then you're going to blow, and then you don't have to worry about anything. But it's continuous work. Even, for example, me, when I put out my first song, there were a lot of friends that were happy for me, but that's because it's new. You know, after a while, you're still putting out music. People are just seeing you. They're seeing what you're doing, but it's like, oh, it's nothing new to them anymore. So you've got to realise that you've got to keep on going. Like, it's tunnel vision. You just got, if you want to make your music, make your music. You know, listen to people, but decipher what information you're going to take out of that and act on it. Like, people will talk. People have mouths and they will just talk, but they're not very effective. You know, so you've really got to make a plan for yourself and really stick to your guns, but still make sure you take in constructive criticism. Well, otherwise, I'm not really good at taking any criticism, to be fair. Now, before I let you speak, I'll probably talk over you a bit, and I'm like, okay, let me stop, let me listen now, because it could actually be beneficial for me. But I have this I'm always right complex, which isn't good, so don't have that, because I will really drop your blessings.
And you're in entertainment.
Yeah, that's why I have to keep quiet. Like, I'm like, I have to hold my mouth, because I'm so stressed. But you really have to, and you got to remain humble.
Yeah.
I know that you know you're talented, but there's a million other talented people. Once you start doing it, you see how many other people are doing the same thing as you. So you can't let that stop you. You can't let that, give you anxiety. You just got to keep on going. You've got to stick to your guts. The right people will come at the right time. Don't look at anyone. You see someone else has a manager, cool. Like, you're not ready for a manager yet, that's fine. You just got to work on you and continue to graft. That's it.
Wow, that was a lot of information.
I could even listen.
She's like, I could preach, I could do a sermon on
Trust me.
And I think, just some key words that I got out of there is that you have to be open to taking constructive criticism, and I think that's very important, because in any business you have to be open, because you'll have some people that are negative, but for the most part, people are trying to help you grow, and they're trying to help you to keep from making the same mistakes that they made.
Yeah.
And I think also you spoke about being focused, and you have to be patient, and you have to be resilient, and you have to be persistent.
Yeah.
And so I think those are just really, really good and key points. Things don't just happen overnight.
100%.
And like you're saying, we'll hear someone on the radio and they'll go, oh, it's an instant success. Meanwhile, that was their 15th album, but it's just the first one
that you've heard.
That we've heard.
Yeah.
And so that's a really good point. And now, season 2 is all about position, passion, and purpose.
Yeah.
And in lieu of our theme for this season, we've introduced a new game. Don't you worry, she's looking. Don't you worry. We've introduced a new game, and the game is called Minding Your Peas. And it's quite simple. What it is I have been on your social media platforms. I pull 5 or 6 photos from different stages in your life. And I want you to blindly pick one. Girl, you had a lot of good photos.
Did I?
Yes, you did. She had finger waves and feather and pearls and everything else. But I didn't choose that one.
Okay.
But I want you to pick one. Give us just quick background information of what's going on in the photo. And in terms of minding your peas, just tell us where you were at that stage in your life. If it was, for example, a graduation photo, it could be, girl, I didn't even know what my purpose was then.
Yeah.
Or I was passionate about accounting then or whatever. So just tell us where you were and which one of, if any of your P's were you minding.
Okay.
So,
oh, this is so fun. I love games so much. I love
We'll
games.
just see how much she loves. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, good.
Oh
this is a photo,
gosh.
and we'll get it closer.
Oh my gosh.
We'll show a picture
Oh
of it.
my gosh.
So what's going on there?
So, oh my gosh, is that salt in the corner?
I don't know.
That is salt. That's Saxo salt.
What?
This was my friend's birthday, and okay, yeah, that was my friend's birthday. I remember I was so happy in this time of life, so happy. Music wasn't in my mind at all. I don't think I even had a passion then. I think my passion was the party. That was my passion.
Good
I was
passion.
enjoying. Yeah, I remember these awful trousers, man. Oh my gosh, take it away. Take it away.
Well, there are some more, and you can have
I can
them
pick it.
all.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Okay, this
You
is the
can see the
pop-up.
other one, and that's the pop-up one.
Yeah, need you.
And this, by the way, was what she spoke about earlier, and we'll show a
Gambia.
picture of Gambia. As you can see, she's getting in the cardio. Look at her in those heels, and how she manages to kneel so gracefully. I would fall and just not get
Listen,
back
I
up.
don't even know how I did that,
And another one worth mentioning, I thought this was her sister.
No, it's my mom.
This is her mother.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Don't let her
she's
hear
such
that.
a beautiful.
She's gonna see this. She's gonna download the video and trim this part. Watch.
No, my mom likes that too.
She loves it, man.
When she's on the train and she's bothering me, I'll start screaming, "Mommy!" She's like, "Stop it! I'm your sister."
Honestly.
I was like, "You're not."
Honestly, oh my gosh, can I keep these?
Yeah, those are yours to keep.
yay.
Yeah, those are. And the other thing is, it's just that we don't really print out photos anymore.
Mhm.
We always keep stuff in our phones,
Mhm.
and I had some really good photos in my old phone, and I just lost it.
You lost the phone or lost the picture?
I lost the phone, and as a result, the pictures were gone as well. So I kind of gotten back into just going into old photos and just remembering life, and and so I thought that was good. And in closing, before I even close, what's next for you? What's on the horizon? Also Shadyy and Cheryll with 2 L's.
So Shadyy at the moment, I think, because I've started and it's doing really well. I'm just gonna continue to just kind of understand my market, understand my customers, make sure I'm doing the best for them, try to create some new ideas to keep them engaged more. But with the music, I'm finally dropping my first project, my debut EP. Finally, people
When?
have been. So it'll be beginning of October, probably.
Okay.
So it's very, very happy with it. I can't lie to you, and people have been waiting for it.
What's it called? Or is that a secret?
No. We're gonna call it Transition.
Transition.
Yeah. So.
And why are you calling it transition?
So I've been through a lot of transitions in my life. Musically, I've transitioned. The EP itself, it takes you through your feels, so that's a transition in itself. The music that I'm doing now is similar to the old music I'm doing, but fresher, like more professional, more me now. So that was my own transition in trying to get the old me back, but infuse it with the new me. So many different transitions.
Wow, that's good. I mean, the world in a whole, we're going through a whole new different transition and change. Like,
Always.
you can't even. It seems like January, February was so far. Things were so different that it seems like it was 1997
I know.
something like that. You look at photos and you're like, wow. Those were the days when we were able to do this and go here and not have to worry. So I think it's a great title, and I'm sure you probably had the title before all of this happened, so it's very timely. as well. You know, and I want to thank you so much again for coming on the Inside Job
for having me.
and for speaking to us, and you know, for those out there, and not just those who are singers, but those who are business-minded individuals. And I think it's great that you have your eggs in many baskets. So you're multi-talented, because there will be seasons where what's in basket A will take the back seat, and then basket B will come up, and vice versa in basket C. But the key is that you are sowing your seeds in different areas. And I think that that's very important, and that everyone realizes that you need to have like multiple streams of income and revenue, you know, because you never know. You know, because now with Corona, how many concerts are you going to sing in person?
That's it. I mean,
thank God for Zoom.
Exactly. I mean, I think I'm doing a live stream I'm supposed to be doing a live stream where I'll be like performing online as well. So that's not the same though as, you know, doing your own shows and.
Yeah, and it's good that you have also Shadyy, because online businesses, and I may or may not have spent a lot on a certain retailers online doing because you sit there and you start looking at things, and so it's good that you had also Shadyy, because while you weren't able to perform as much out there, you still had another gift, another talent that you tapped into. And you know, and that's the whole point of the show. That's why I wanted you on the show, because I could always find someone that could sing, but there's so much more to you than just singing. And I thank you all for continually tuning in and supporting the Inside Job. Remember, show me your love by liking, supporting, subscribe below, and put a comment. And you know, Cheryll with number 2 thought I was gonna let her go without singing a line for me, but she is gonna close the show out.
Oh my God!
With a line, just let him use you.
Ain't no lie, I'm so drawn by the way that you move. Please don't mind me crushing on you.
Okay, she was born ready, and that's how you know somebody was sang. Until next time, bye guys.
Wanted music.
I'll be on my way. I'm not down to wait. Pull up on me if you're wise. You won't keep me too late. Got one thing on my mind. Ashamed to put to waste. Wanting you to put it on me right. Best believe it's going down tonight. Only thing that you're needing. No need to reason with me, 'cause I already know how you feel, 'cause I'm feeling the same. If I depend on you, will you come through? Do what you do. Don't disappoint me. I just wanna get to know if you're really down. Keep it on the low, 'cause I don't know where this could go. We could take it slow, no pressure. I will hold you down. Baby, it's timing, and pressure makes diamonds, yeah. I said what I said, now it's all on you. Pride's on the line and it's all on you. Need to know you, feel the way I do. I do. Hoping nothing is mutual. I know my approach is unusual. Need you to take me in and stop trying to fight it. You're needing no reason with me, 'cause I already know how you feel, 'cause I'm feeling the same. If I depend on you, will you come through? Do what you do. Don't disappoint me. I don't know where this could go. We could take it slow, no pressure. I